Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Sunday the 10th of March 2024 and we're looking at another two new not Resident Evil action figures. These came today. They look really good. In fact, I was waiting for the rest of the toys I ordered to come through to do like a toy haul, but I just couldn't resist because I do love these not Resident Evil action figures. And we've got a couple of guys doing them now. So you get a look on the packaging here. You see the figure inside does come with feet. This one looks a bit worrying, but if you look inside, there are feet, so it is a complete figure too. So it looks like Leon again, and is it going to be Jill or Claire? Maybe Claire, I'm not sure. Okay, let me unbox these and take the stuff out. We'll get a look at the contents, and I'll put them together, and we'll have another look. So I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. Okay, they are both unboxed. Let's look at them and what they come with. So we get the body one, and I'm presuming is Leon. Really nice look on the jacket. Nice weathering, you can see in the creases, but no painted joints. I'm loving the look of the jacket. Looks really quite cool, and it does bend. You can take it off, then just have brown sleeves. Looks very nice. Then he comes with this head here, which is that Leon, is that Chris? They can tell me in the comments. The shotgun, which I think is different to the other ones we had before. I think it's slightly bigger and it's got an indented barrel. Can we see that? Just about. Very, very nice. And this pistol, which looks quite similar to the other ones. And then the female character, this is the body. It looks pretty cool. This jacket is quite bendy, but could you take it off? I don't know if you could take it off. It looks like it's part of the waist part as well. No, you could in fact take off. She has got like she's got a crop top on underneath. Oh no, maybe she's not, so I don't want to expose her nudity. Does look pretty cool. Got a little walkie-talkie there, got the holster on the side. Looks nice. She comes with another shotgun. It looks, this one's not painted, so it looks like the same shotgun, but it's not painted, so I'll be asking him about that. And then we get the head, which looks pretty good. Very cool, in fact. I like that head. We get a spare left hand open, and we get another little pistol. Very cool. Right, I should point out also, you get blue tack inside his head. There's a little blue tack in the bag, which I don't like. I'll be taking that out and doing my own sort of fixing for that. Because it's not fixing securely in the head. On her one, it should fix securely. Right, I will actually put this together on camera. Let's do her first, since she's in my hand. Very satisfying click. Very, very cool. They do come with trigger fingers, which is nice. But only what they come with in terms of hands. She's obviously got the extra hand. Pistol she should hold well, as you can see. And then the shotgun, if I change her hand over, or at least try to, that's quite easy actually. Let's see if she can hold the shotgun. She's got the articulation for it. That doesn't mean she can hold it though, because shotguns are quite hard to hold for action figures, depending on the shotgun and obviously on the figure. Oh yeah, she can hold that very well. I can see already that's going to look really good. Let's put her over here. And that way, let's get her standing up first. Does she stand up okay? Looks like she does. Very cool. And while you're admiring her beauty, I will put him together. I'll keep the blue tack in. I'll just leave the blue tack in for now. There's no click in place with his head, obviously, unfortunately, but never mind. And how does he hold a shotgun? Now, with the previous releases, the hunk looked amazing, but he really struggles to hold a shotgun, mainly because of all his sort of pouches and stuff that he's got on. Makes it very hard for him to get his arm across, for the open hand across. Right, had to articulate this guy's wrist just then. And I have broken the shotgun. Hey, snap that one off like that, so I can't share holding that shotgun. I'll do the pistol. That's not the toy's fault, it's my fault. I was being a bit too enthusiastic. It's given the pistol instead. That can be fixed with some glue, but it won't be as strong, and I think it's going to be too thin to pin. Very difficult to pin that being so thin. I might better do it. Okay, so we had a little closer look now a minute ago. Let me just zoom in again. And get a look there. Do look good. She looks great with that shotgun, has to be said. Very, very nice. Now, articulation is going to be interesting, so let's try that and see what that's like. We'll do her first, zoom out a little bit. Take the shotgun out, don't break it. So left, right, down, up, side to side, sort of, all the way around, over flat on the lateral raise, well over 90, which is fantastic. On a bicep bend, there is a trunk, but it's underneath the clothes, and so you're gonna lose a lot of articulation. But with the waist together, bend forwards and backwards and sideways is actually pretty good. So is the turn. Wrist is a joint, got line up the joint, and then you can articulate in that direction. That one's currently on a wave articulation, and this one is also a wave. So you can turn the hands around and change that. Hips, Taekwondo for the Resident Evil team, Raccoon City Taekwondo team, but pop off a little bit too easily, quite rubbery the joint. Forwards, not quite flat, but pretty good. Backwards, not bad, we get a little bit of an ugly hip gap, but still is acceptable. And you can twist from the thigh cut. Double kneecap, not too ugly, nice and tight. Do have a boot turn? No boot turn. You get a swivel, you get a tippy toe and a small dorsiflexation, so it's not bad. And let's get standing up again. Sort of a semi-walking, not sure the arms are out pose. And then this one, head is really hard to show because it's sort of blue tacked in place as opposed to properly, but his head will turn most ways, not really sideways so much with the collar, but it's okay. Shoulders all the way around to the side. He's getting over as well. Bicep bend again is over 90, not quite as far as hers, but it's good. Wrist is on the joint, so find the alignment and you can move the wrist and it can turn. Trunk should be better, so his trunk, he can go forwards, backwards, side to side and turn. Waist can turn forwards, backwards, side to side, so together. Side is really good because it's an ugly sort of gap. Forwards, he's popping out a joint, can't quite get sitting down nicely. Backwards is okay and he can turn. Hips, again, he would be the Resident Evil, the Raccoon City Taekwondo team. It was for the holster on his hip there. And his thigh. Thigh twist, double kneecap, nice and tight, really good. There is a boot turn on him, which is fantastic, but there's still a swivel too, which is also great. Small tippy toe and a small dorsiflexation. So his articulation for the ankles is actually better than hers, but her hips have more range of motion. Pretty cool. Now let's set them up. Let's get a bit of a focus going. We'll do a nice comparison in a second. Let's do size first. I'll say comparison. I'll compare them to the other releases from this brand and also the Boris Ping ones. Okay, if you want to buy these, you can actually get them on eBay. I put a link in the video description below and a link in the top right of the video now, if I can, if it will let me, and you can buy from there. So, in terms of height, he is 4.5 or just under 11 cm. She is 4 1/4 or about 10.5 cm. Very cool height. Okay, let me set her up with the shotgun again, and we can do a little comparison. So, we'll be back in an instant. Okay, so we have these two. They also released the Jill here. So this is Jill. I think that one in the red is Claire, so I'll get it right, I believe. This one's awesome. If you didn't see the review of this, I'll put a link in the top right for you. We've also got the Raccoon Police Department Leon, who I think is really great, apart from the head. Again, the same sort of issue. And then we got the awesome, because it was great to play as him, though not easy to unlock him, Hunk figure. Now, Hunk, as you can see, is struggling to get his shotgun into his hand. I can do it though, just got to get the wrist articulation in the right place and don't break anything this time. There we go. And you've got a bunch of fantastic looking, not Resident Evil figures. Now, if we compare them to the Boris Ping one, so Boris Ping has got a Claire here. I think it's a Claire. And he's also, let's make a bit of space, got a Jill. Here. And we can get to see them all together. They look fantastic together as well. So what are the differences? The Boris Ping ones have better articulation. They got double elbow joint, they got bicep swivel. The Boris Ping ones don't come with a trigger finger hand. And so it's like you can't really hold the guns that nice, especially not compared to these other ones. However, they come with spare hands. And this other brand here, their left hand is really bad at holding alternative weapons or other stuff. And so even though Chris can have a nice knife, he can't really hold it well in his left hand. So it's a mixed bag. I mean, I think they're both great. I'm glad I got them all from both of them. Whatever else they release in the future, I want to get as well, because I think they look fantastic. Now, if we want to make this complete, what we need to do is maybe put her, let's get a little pose going on. Her going that way. She's still got a shotgun here. She is going to be here. She can be sort of over there. And then the boys, I will just move out of the way for now, or put them behind maybe. Still can see them. Don't fall over. And then we can compare them to a Boss Fight Studios zombie policeman, like in Resident Evil 2 when you go in the police station. And they look great together. If we look at the size, fantastic. That is going to make for a great dio. If you get the Boss Fight Studio policeman zombie, I've got 3, 4, I don't know how many, 4, 5 of them, 6 of them maybe. A minimum 3, I think at least 4, maybe 5. Plus the other zombies from Joy Toy. I'll put a link for those in the top right as well. And then you've got like the Terror Corpse. Really, really cheap little zombie packs if on eBay and other places. I'll put a link to the review in the top right. And you just have a little repaint and it just make fantastic background characters, background zombies for photographs, etc. So this is looking like a great time if you're into your Resident Evil, particularly Resident Evil 2 and your zombie stuff and whatnot. Got a whole bunch of figures that can please your geek and fan needs, which I think all look great. There's their pros and cons to all of them. As I said, it's a fantastic time to be into Resident Evil, sort of action figures. Because you've got a great range of not Resident Evil action figures that are available, as you can see here. Okay, this is Awesome Matt Story signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you next video again soon. Check out the Patreon if not done so already. Bye bye.